Ever wondered why your computer slows down for no reason? Yeah, this is the real culprit, chromium. Okay, why chromium? The reason your device has become slow, or more accurately, the applications you use have become very slow, and RAM usage has become extremely high. Why? If we look at Chrome, Google Chrome is built on it. Brave is built on it too. Opera as well, Edge. But here's where the disrespect starts. Here's where the weird stuff begins. Because you'll also find that Discord is built on it. Steam, Epic Games Launcher, man, even VS Code is built on it. Even Minecraft. They didn't leave it alone. All of these things we have here are built on Chrome, or large parts of them use Chrome, like the Minecraft launcher, Battle.net, VS Code, Steam, Discord. These are either fully, meaning completely built on Chrome, or large parts of them are built on Chrome. Of course, there are many things I didn't mention, like Telegram, the WhatsApp app, Slack, TeamViewer. Many things are built on Chromium. I didn't expect them to be built on Chromium. Why is this a bad thing, and why are they doing this? Why are companies using Chromium? Simply put, let's talk about browsers first. Right now, browsers are open, very simply. Let's take Chrome out of the picture. The other browsers couldn't keep up with Google in browsers. They couldn't hold a line against it, so they joined it. If you can't beat them, join them. That's what these companies did. They couldn't defeat Google, so they switched to Chromium, especially Microsoft Edge, which used to be called Internet Explorer, and Opera. Brave is a new player in the field, so it was never their intention from the start to compete. And Google is Google, Chrome. So now we know why browsers use Chromium, because they can't compete with Google. Okay, what about these applications that I need so I can play Elden Ring and get slapped while I'm on a call with someone else on Discord, and they hear my crying from the beating I got? Why? In short, the reason is that Chromium works on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, which means web pages, when you enter websites, they work on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So, if the developers of these applications made one code for the program, let's say as a web page, then wrapped Chromium around it, that application will work on all operating systems without any problems. Why? Because in the end, it is literally just a web page, like a website. And this way, companies don't have to create or build a program from scratch for each operating system. This saves them money if they make one version with Chromium, like a wrapper around it as an app. It will work with all operating systems. In short, they don't want to make an app for each operating system. They make one and it works on all operating systems. So they use Chromium to do that. Okay, why is this bad? Or if we take one of these applications, we'll understand why. If you open a page on the web, for example, you open a YouTube page. YouTube here is one page open. Let's say you also open a page, let's say WhatsApp web, to use it in the browser. This is WhatsApp. Let's say you also open a page on Instagram. This is Instagram. Okay, now you have three applications open inside almost one application, which is Chromium or Chrome, the browser. 3 pages inside one browser. The problem with these applications is, let me show you now. We'll just use Steam, Discord, and also the Minecraft launcher as examples. For example, I open Steam. You want to play a game. When you open Steam to play a game, Steam will open its own process. Of course, it doesn't use full Chrome. It uses the core of Chromium. So now it's almost like you opened a standalone browser by itself on the system. Now you open Discord. You want to chat with your friends while you play. Discord also opens its own version of Chromium. Let's say the launcher is running. Let's say in the background, the launcher also opens its own version of Chromium. Now it's literally like you opened 3 browsers, not pages, 3 separate browsers on your computer. Let's make a setup that's almost realistic. Usually, most people, including me, have Discord open, Steam open, and also a browser open in the background, either on YouTube listening to a podcast, or waiting for messages on WhatsApp, or being on Instagram. They're all running in the background. Now I literally have 3 browsers, not separate pages, running on my computer. You're talking about heaviness, about RAM consumption, about bad optimization, especially with RAM prices right now, and the disrespect gamers are living in right now because of AI and these things. This has actually become a problem. Everything is being built on chromium or uses parts of chromium, simply because it allows companies to spend less money and because they only make the program once and it works on all operating systems. Of course, chromium is very heavy. If you go to the chromium repo and look at the number of commits, the number of lines of code, and the number of people contributing, of course, after Google approves the commits, the program is huge, extremely huge, because it's a browser. It needs many things as a browser. So the idea that you come, build a web page, then wrap it with Chromium and release it as your own app, this is a problem, and it's spreading recently. All companies are doing the same thing. And soon, we won't have any native apps made specifically for an operating system. They'll all be global, made for one system but working on all systems. Why? Because browsers work on all systems. Okay, so is this why your device is slow? Of course, you'll say Windows too, yes, but that's another story. The Windows story is another story. Okay, you'll say Chromium is open source. So as long as the community working on it is good, that's fine. I agree with you on some things, but practically, Google owns Chromium. Let's go back to Chromium here to explain what this Chromium thing is. It's open source, but practically it's not open source. It is open source, but the one who controls everything is Google. For example, people can contribute to developing Chromium, but the ones who accept changes, around 95% to 100% of them, are Google employees. So if Google doesn't like the commit, Google won't add the commit or the changes that a random developer made. On the contrary, if Google sees that the changes you're adding are very good and your name starts to appear a lot, Google will take you and hire you. Why? They want Chromium to be open source, but at the same time, they own it. They change things in it. They control it. In short, Chromium is one of the biggest, without exaggeration, one of the biggest programs ever made in human history. This project is massive. Massive in terms of the people working on it, who are technically public but employed by Google. Massive in terms of lines of code. Massive in terms of support for new technologies. Massive in terms of the web and these things. From all aspects, the program is huge. Something this big, I don't see why something like Discord should use something that takes this many resources for a simple program, open, close. But at the same time, it allows them to make one app that works on all operating systems. So, this is the story of Chromium and Google, and the story of why programs have all become heavy in the recent period, because they are all built on or use large parts of Chromium. I'll see you in the next video.